This has to be the most biased pick ever.
I hate it here.
I mean, they just got their ass handed to them.
I think I'm chasing the value on this game.
I like my takes on how I like my woman. Hot and questionable.
I'm way better than Tyler.
What are you doing, Lewis?
I'm laying the points.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the third season of Laying the Points. Thank you all for joining us. Boys, how have we been? I guess we should go around, for anybody who might be new. My name's Alec McDonald. I'm joined by Anthony Picano, Tyler Needleman, and Lou iPhone 84 Mangia. Gentlemen, how have we been? It's been a minute.
Has been a minute, Alec. We talk every day, but it has been a minute.
It's true. We do talk in the GC every day.
That's a great point.
But I don't get to see y'all's faces.
Picano, please tell us about North Carolina.
Yeah, for the viewers that don't know, picked up and moved. I wake up every morning. I get absolute automatic swamp ass because the humidity is unbelievable. But it's been fun. Living on your own's kind of weird, kind of different. Go to Trader Joe's, pay some bills, but always have a deep place in my heart for betting and for the line and for for sports in general.
And you're rocking a mustache.
And I am rocking the mustache, of course. Classic.
Love it.
Love it.
Like Yui, what have you been up to these days? You on that grind?
Working, grinding. Got a girlfriend now, so that's what's up.
Yeah, I know. I gotta get on that train, huh? I guess I'm the only one not wifed up anymore.
Sheesh.
Unfortunate. But,
It's okay, Alec. Alec, when you come visit, we'll take you to some nice places. I'll take you to nice restaurants called Leather and Lace.
Okay.
Great quality over there.
Yeah, that sounds like okay. Maybe I just need to find me a girl that'll do some laundry with some extracurriculars.
Alec, is that league that we're in drafting right now?
Is it? Oh no.
I just got an alert.
The draft room is open. I didn't think we were doing this league again.
That's
oh
an auto
boy.
Draft. That's an auto draft. I'm not even
Well,
gonna look.
I think it was $50 last year. I'm gonna have to fucking pay attention.
Should I just see what pick I have? I'll look what pick I have.
Oh yeah, true. Let's peep right now.
If I have anything
The
after
only one
5,
not
I'm
in
not
this.
even doing it.
Oh no, you might be the
Pick?
only
Yeah,
one.
honestly, I'll just.
What am I at? What am
auto.
I at?
What's your team name?
Lamar Jackson 5 because I had Lamar last year.
You are drafting first overall, my
Let's
friend.
fucking go. All right, we're tuning in. I'm taking Johnny Taylor first overall.
I have this second.
But it also doesn't start till 8.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just gonna. Okay. All right. I'll tune into that one. That'll probably be while we're still here. I'm also doing a draft for my work on the side. That's fun. My team is. I kind of mess with my team, but it's not bad.
If you guys didn't know, Bronny James t-shirts, USC on sale now on Nike.com.
God damn.
So a double X is coming to my apartment within the hour.
Yeah, aside from Bronny James, I imagine we're going to hear a lot about the certain individuals and organizations that Picano absolutely sucks off on a daily basis today. So that'll be a nice little preview of what we have to come. Tyler, anything you want to add before we hop in?
No, I'm just chilling. Been ready for this moment.
You look like you're in a different spot. Normally, you're on the lying on your bed type, John. This
I'm
seems
always,
like
always lying on the floor, maybe just facing a different way.
on the floor. Yeah, it looks. I don't know. It seems like a different angle.
Yeah, it could be. I could look back at some old tape and find out.
Yeah, do some film study. Well, listen, we know we're a little late to the college football. We've gotten a week or one real week, another kind of half week, but we've learned some things about that. We're gonna give our kind of season long overview, things we've seen that we like, things we think will happen, as well as our NFL preview. Because hey, week 1, it starts in 2 days, baby. I guess it'll be. I don't know. I guess this will be right before it comes out because it'll be Thursday, so it'll drop Thursday morning. So if you're listening to this, We got games tonight, baby. Let's fucking go. But yeah, we're gonna start off college football. Little season preview. Oh man, I know this guy Picano really loves his college football. So Picano, do you wanna kick us off?
I'm gonna kick it off by saying back in December, we talked on the pod about a certain someone named Coach Prime, headed down to Boulder, Colorado, and said he was coming with his bags, and it was Louis, and fuck, that shit was Louis Vuitton, baby. They looked on fire. I am bought into this team. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm carrying Deion's bags. I'm rubbing his 3 toes on his foot. I am in on this team. I said in the group chat like maybe a month ago, Shador for Heisman plus 20,000. I wish I fucking took it when I said it. Now it's at plus 8,000. Still great odds. Trav was started at plus 1,500. Now at plus 6,000. Dude, this team is just unbelievable. You guys all gave me shit. I know Tyler said that he apologized for giving me shit for it, but I'm telling you, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. We're gonna be 4-0 going into the USC game. I'm not even worried about Oregon because they're irrelevant as it is. But I think everyone should just be hopping on this bandwagon like I am right now. It's a fun team to watch, dude. That kid Dylan Edwards was nice. Those 4 receivers that had over 1,000 yards was sick. I know Tyler, you have your opinion on it, that it's not that impressive, but for a team that went 1-11 and it took 3 years to have a lead going into halftime, the Heisman should be chilling at Travis Hunter's crib right now. That's all I'm gonna say.
I will say, as much as I may not be a believer still after week 1, I think they played a fraudulent TCU franchise. Picano has been a believer all along, and to that I will give him credit. If it does end up working out this season, this guy might have been the first one on the train. So this may be the hashtag Picano was right tour. He said, I know it was a few things within a few days that Picano was just right about.
Jason Dominguez has been in my lab. He's
Yep.
been in my laboratory for 3 years. He just came alive. Shador's
Finally
been in my
here.
laboratory. Shador's been in my laboratory for 2.5 years. And Trav has been in my laboratory for the last 2.5 years. All came to life this week.
So hey,
See, it's like I will credit you for Dominguez, and it's not even because I'm a Yankee fan. It's because he is a prospect, and everyone knows prospects are fake, and none of them are good. So the fact that you did call this one is impressive. Listen, I've said what I had to say to you about Colorado. I will admittedly say that I am wrong. They are going to be pretty solid and honestly fun to watch. But again, I absolutely hate you bringing up they were a 1-win team last year. I watched ESPN today, and some chick was like, they were a 1-win team last year. Last year's team and this year's team, they shouldn't even be considered the same university because they're not. Okay, and that's what
Deion University,
and that's what I'm not impressed about. It's simply the fact that what is happening in the state of Colorado in Boulder has nothing to do with what has ever happened to that school in the past. And anything that happens moving forward shouldn't even reflect on that school in the past because it's just like it has nothing to do with it. He did not build a program from the ground up. He did not do anything. He just bought players. Pretty much, it feels like.
No, he did build it from the
Actually,
ground up. He did build it from the ground up, but
He just did it differently than everybody else. He used what's to his advantage with the NIL.
It's
And
literally
the
just
transfer
his brand
portal.
now. Like his
Yeah.
brand is just going to make people want to go
Yeah.
play for him.
Yeah,
his
so I'm
brand
just
and
not
the fact
impressed by
that
it.
he
Like,
could
it doesn't impress me. It doesn't wow me. Like what Duke did last night, kicking the crap out of Clemson, impressed me more. Being like, holy crap, Duke football just kicked the crap
Duke's a
out of
They're
football
football
school,
school.
though.
But
Ask
that's
Daniel
just
Jones.
not.
Ask
That's what
the
Daniel
People's
Jones said today. He
Jones.
said,
Like,
yeah, he said they're a football school today.
yes. So
The
okay,
People's
yeah,
Jones.
but unranked Duke, who is
Now ranked.
always pretty bad. Like that is impressive. Watching a 3-year journey of what they've done, not what Deion has done in a couple months there because he just brought over 54 transfers. Like that doesn't impress me.
I will say this, that To honor Dion this year, I will be drinking the Kool-Aid. I will be wearing Louis. I will be wearing Colorado gear. And for this week, to honor Coach Prime, I'm only drinking Prime Hydration because it has Prime's name in it. And I will not eat corn for the rest of the week because we are playing the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Hence, I said we because, yes, I am on staff.
Jesus.
Yeah, I give credit to Picano for the pick.
For sure. I mean, again, there's a
I'll give
long
him credit.
season.
I just don't think.
No,
it's
no, I'm
impressive.
not. No, I'm not saying you're not. I was just like adding, like, yeah, because I would have thought TCU was going to smoke them because, like, who the fuck is Colorado?
21-point favorites.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
21
Vegas thought
point
the same
favorites
thing. They were like,
at
"Oh, they're a
home.
one-win team," but then they realized, "Oh, wait, last year and years prior have nothing to do with this because it's a brand new house."
I did say the play going into the game was the plus 20 and a half. The plus 20 and a half was the biggest move of the fucking week last week.
Could have
Before
had
the
it on
money
pod.
line,
We
before the
messed up.
over.
We
Should have
messed
said
up.
it.
We should have had a pod. All right, Picano, anything else you like this season aside from Colorado? Anything you want to touch on? You've got a few other guys I know that, you made, allegedly.
Yeah, I made Drake May. He had a pretty good game on Saturday versus South Carolina. I will say this. Not a lot of people are talking about this, and I want them to mention this. And I had this in my notes on my phone, but I didn't write it down on the doc. I don't know if you guys had a chance to watch that game. Spencer Rattler looked really fucking good. He was 30 of 39, and he got sacked like 10 times, but he had over 300 yards. If he had a touchdown in there, we're talking about him more than we are talking about Drake May. Drake May had 2 interceptions.
But he didn't get a touchdown because he's bad.
No, but
Leui.
he played really well, in my opinion.
Leui, how you like that Francesco homer?
He ended his season well. Last
Alvarez.
year.
Yeah, he played well.
Alvarez.
I don't know. I mean, I just don't fuck with the Cox like that. Don't fuck
No,
with
I mean, like, listen, they're not going to do anything, but he like showed that he can play. Like he can play a little bit. But yeah, on the college football side of things, like I said, Heisman wise, not named Caleb Williams, Shador, Travis Hunter, Drake May. Pretty self-explanatory. Caleb Williams looks fucking unbelievable right now. He looks like he's playing Madden with these kids. But teams to look out for, I think, to win the Natty this year. I personally don't like any of like the big name teams this year, like the Bamas, Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan. I don't like them. I don't really like Georgia this year just because of the fact that, again, they're not playing anybody. They have a new quarterback. They have no quarterback. Like it's a new quarterback. Like who knows how this kid is? They played. I don't even know who last week. Bama, same situation. Jalen Miller played last week versus nobody. He looked decent. This week he has an actual test versus Texas. Yes, I am a Texas fan. Yes, I will be taking Texas +7, but I don't really know. He was a turnover machine last year. And then Michigan, Ohio State. I think the Big Ten is fraudulent. Ohio State did not impress me this week at all. Michigan, same thing. And Michigan played a pity party with the whole Harbaugh thing, which as a college football guy, I think that's the stupidest fucking thing why he's suspended. But shit happens. But for them to just pull this pity party thing of, doing what they did to start the game, J.J. McCarthy wearing the free Harbaugh shirt before the game, that's a joke, dude. Shut the fuck up and play the game. Like they're a fucking mess. But I honestly like USC to win the national championship this year. You guys are gonna think I'm crazy. Dude, that kid Caleb Williams, their defense isn't great, but like if you're gonna have that guy play like he is, he looks better this year than he did last year, and he has a better weapon in that kid Zach Branch, who I personally think, if you guys watched him in 2 games, he looks like a mini Tyreek Hill. The kid looks insane. Now, Travis Hunter and Shador Sanders, Pac-12, they're getting all the love right now. This kid will get love as the season goes on because he's playing really well.
The problem, yeah, you said it though. The problem with them is their defense is dog shit. Like that's why
Well, it's just the
Caleb's
whole
gonna win.
Pac-12 is like that. The whole Pac-12, the defense.
They don't have to play the Pac-12 to win the national championship. They have to play the SEC. They have to play the ACC. Well, the ACC.
I know. Well, ACC's not great
10.
either. But like you think about it. Think about it this way, right? They play Georgia. They play a team not named Georgia, who Georgia's defense is up here above the fucking screen. But then they play Ohio State. They can probably play with Ohio State. They can play with a Texas. They can play with a Michigan. Their offense can do that. Now, the over is going to hit every single time because their defense, it's just going to go back and forth. Who's going to make the final mistake? And I'm taking Caleb Williams over Kyle McCord, JJ McCarthy. I'll even take him over Quinn Ewers, who I love Quinn Ewers. So
Ewers sucks though because he cut his mullet.
He looked great this week. He's looked great this week. He's going to look great on Saturday.
Howard. Everyone knows the mullet's the wave.
He's a six-pack now.
I like USC Picano.
Thanks, Lou. Appreciate it. But the value too at plus 2,000, like you can't like say to me that's not great value for a great explanation that I gave you.
They also probably give him a borderline bid this year after last year, where TCU just gets embarrassed instead of US. Well, granted, TCU won a game, but USC got the short shaft.
I do agree.
I guess Lou, Tyler, what do you guys feeling this year?
College football, not really my thing. I like USC.
He doesn't bet on teenagers.
I fucking hate him. I hate him. I really do. Yeah, USC. I think they're pretty good. I mean, they had the Heisman from last year, so they automatically have one of the best players in the country. Just happens to play quarterback, and he's pretty fucking good. So I like USC as a long shot to win the title. Week to week, I probably can't tell you much, but USC all day.
I love that, Lou.
All day.
Listen, Lou, it sounds
and
like
Duke is a football school because of
Duke is a football school.
I don't know if Lou has short term or let's say long term now that it's been a year, but last year and all the years prior, Lou was always a pretty big college football guy. Always did relatively decent research and always enjoyed it, but all of a sudden, maybe now that the Giants are better than a 500-win team, he acts as if college football was never a thing until this year. But it is what it is.
Bad sport.
It is what it is with Lou, but I know for a fact that he has watched a lot of college football in the past. And
I watched the Colorado game. That game was sick.
He's hiding things in his brain, but whatever. I'll talk quickly. I didn't watch a minute, not even a second of Georgia or Michigan, but I'm going to say I was not impressed strictly due to their final score. Georgia was up 17-0 at halftime against like UT Martin. That's just unacceptable if you're Georgia. And
I saw that.
And rather embarrassing to be up 17-0. Michigan, you won 30-3. You didn't score a point with 9 minutes and 38 seconds left in the third quarter. That's embarrassing. And then Ohio State, I actually watched around a half of, and holy crap, that was embarrassing. It literally put me to sleep. Ohio State looks like they should be a part of the other side of the Big West because the other side of the Big Ten, the other side of the Big Ten is the side of teams that don't know how to throw the football and only run it. So it looks like Ohio State should join them because they looked actually horrible. I didn't even know if Marvin Harrison Jr. was playing.
He had 2 receptions.
Yeah,
I know.
It's because what's his name can't throw the ball to him.
Yes, I literally didn't know he was playing.
His name McCord?
Or whatever his name is, didn't know he was playing. So that was pretty embarrassing if you're an Ohio State fan. It's just like, how upsetting. They showed a graphic just of the Ohio State quarterbacks, and obviously like none of them have panned out truly in the league or have yet to be unlocked in the league, as they say. But like still, when it comes to college quarterbacks, they were always like on top of their game, and now they just have a dude that doesn't look like he's gonna like follow in their footsteps. So that is what it is. Who I was impressed with, Florida State. Talk about a coaching.
Yeah.
Hear me out here. Florida State was horrible.
Horrible.
Years
They were
ago.
awful.
They made a hire that I remember Barstool and probably Picano were like, yo, why did you hire Deion Sanders? I don't know, because they hired a coach, and the dude rebuilt this
Hunter did
program.
say
I did say that.
They rebuilt this program as programs should be built, and they kicked the crap out of LSU. Whoever that really tall 6'7" wide receiver is, that dude is always open.
Keenan Coleman, the kid from Michigan State.
No. The other.
No, he's
dude.
the corner, isn't he?
No.
No.
Coleman
Coleman's
was
a receiver.
The other wide receiver that's 6'7", he wears number 14. That dude was literally always open. The game was really good, so I was really impressed with them, and I was impressed by the Pac-12 as a whole.
Well, it's pretty easy to say when they go 12-0.
Yes, so I was impressed with the Pac-12 as a whole, and then I have in parentheses a question: why are they like dismembering? Like,
because they don't get enough money.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't understand either. I'm pretty sure it's a money thing.
It is because the top teams are getting more money to go elsewhere, so the other teams are like, "Oh shit, we're going to dissolve." So now they're jumping ship, and they're actually taking less money allegedly.
Yeah, so that makes sense. I was really impressed with Washington.
Yep.
Washington and Oregon State, like specifically, like obviously Colorado played really well. Oregon, again, like you're playing crappy teams, so you do what you're supposed to do. Oregon put up 81 points. Like, holy crap. Like, that's insane. Utah with their backup quarterback looked really good. And then who's the other team? Oh, and USC. Like, that's 6 teams right there that are like really, really good teams. So I was very impressed with them. And then it made me think with like Oregon State specifically, very good offensive line. DJ Uyunglele looked very good, and then it makes you think of the game last night with Clemson, that they literally used him as a scapegoat for the fact that Dabo Swinney cannot coach unless he has the best quarterback in the country, which was Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence. And he just has proved that he literally cannot coach unless he has those guys. And they wanted to blame this dude, DJ. Don't get me wrong, DJ was
not good.
He wasn't good for all the hype he got because he was supposed to be the next Trevor Lawrence, and he just wasn't. So holy crap, Clemson, RIP to you guys, because that could be the end of Clemson football as we know it.
Oh, that's a title. That's a title.
Well, yeah, not actually.
that Duke quarterback.
I'm putting it as the title, though.
Dude, that Duke quarterback is actually pretty good.
No, that Duke was there last year. He was good, but I'm saying, like, holy crap, like, what an embarrassment of just a game. But that's really it. For fun, I have division winners. Big Ten, I like Penn State.
I love Penn State.
I like, in the past, I've actually always been pretty anti-Penn State because I've always been a big Ohio State fan. But I think this year I'm going to be a big Penn State fan. I don't like Ohio State. I never like Michigan, and I never will like Michigan, no matter what. So I'll write Penn State, but I don't want to say I like Alec's hot take when Alec gets to it, because this team plays on the other side, and they actually have like a quarterback that doesn't stink. That dude Mordecai. Where did he transfer from? SMU?
Oh, way to ruin it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say the team name yet, but
you said the quarterback.
Yeah, but who cares? Lou probably doesn't know who I'm talking about. But
fair
respect. Enough. ACC, I'm going FSU. UNC is cool and all, but I don't think they would beat FSU because FSU is looking like a powerhouse. UNC is kind of looking like just like a really solid top 25 team, but not like a powerhouse. Pac-12, I'm gonna go with Washington.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna go fade the.
What are the odds on that?
Honestly, Tyler, that's a great pick because they have 2 receivers on top of Michael Penix, Michael Felix. They have 2 receivers supposed to go in the first round they look nasty on Saturday.
They look unbelievable. Like Michael Penix obviously watched Shadur Sanders put up his numbers and then was like, okay, let me just go copy that. So then he legitimately copied it. I think threw for 1 more touchdown. SEC.
Wait, he had 500 yards?
I think he also threw for 500 yards.
Holy shit.
It was
and
at least
1 more
close
touchdown. SEC, boring to say, but I'll say Georgia for now because I didn't watch a single SEC team play last week. And then the Big 12, my pick will change after this Saturday when I watch Alabama and Texas, and I am excited for that game. But I'm going to say repeat offenders, Kansas State wins the Big 12.
Really? Oof.
Yeah.
I do like that, Tyler, but I like all those picks actually, except for the Big 12 unbiased.
Well, like I said,
Unbiased.
so just to wrap off my college football, I only have 2 picks as of now that I actually like really like that isn't copying other people. I think one of them might have copied someone, but these are 2 picks that really don't really copy except for Picano. I do have Texas +7. Last year, they were dominating Bama. And then Quinn Ewers got hurt and what's his name? Bryce Young got sacked in the end zone and they called it like roughing the passer. And that changed the whole entire game, which just like wasn't true. So I do like Texas +7, and my only other pick was Utah -7. If they get their quarterback back, I think they'll just kill whoever they play. I forgot who they're playing. And I'm pretty sure someone already said someone has Notre Dame. They didn't say it, but I do like Notre Dame versus
I have Notre Dame
versus Alex's favorite team, NC State, with Brennan Armstrong.
It's not my favorite team. I had them last week, and I guess pop into mind now. I really like what I saw out of Notre Dame last week. Little spoiler, I'm taking them this week because
I'm just
NC
taking
State was disappointing.
3
last
teams
week.
with 7-point spreads.
Yeah. So like I said, I mean, we've always loved Sam Hartman. They balled out. I like Notre Dame this year. I mean, it's tough because like they could compete for a title. They could compete for they could be in the playoff and all that. It's just Notre Dame always seems to get the short end of the stick at the end of the year. So we'll see how that ends up. And again, committee after fucking TCU just blew it up in their face last year. I think they're going to want to keep powerhouse teams in the playoff this year. So it'll be tougher for them to get in. I mean, I guess you could consider Notre Dame a powerhouse, but I don't know. I'm thinking more like if there's SEC team, Big Ten, like those the teams are going to give the edge to. Tyler mentioned it. I really like FSU this year too. They look really good. The ACC stinks this year. Outside of UNC, that's the only team that I think will compete. Plus 1,200 for FSU to make the playoff or to win the playoff. I don't mind that. It's a decent flyer. You also, I think, what'd you say? Did you say USC? I think that was like plus 2,000 to win it all, something like that.
to win it. Yeah, it's
yeah.
+2.
I didn't mind that. And then, as Tyler alluded to, I really like Wisconsin to win the Big Ten this year. Shout out to Rico Bosco. He's huge on Wisconsin this year, so did a deeper dive into them.
What about Dan Katz?
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't even big on them. That was the thing. I mean, it's like his team, but he wasn't like Rico was the one on Pick or Barstool Picks or whatever. It was like, dude, I love Wisconsin this year.
Mm-hmm.
And for them to win the Big Ten at plus 950 when they're the only team in the West Division, I like Penn State. Penn State looked really good, but they're only plus 250 or something to win the Big Ten. So I'm not gonna.
I think this is something you can convince even a guy like Lewis to like. You're essentially taking Wisconsin at plus 950 as like a money line because I think they kind of have a walkthrough just to get to the game.
Who's going to be? It's Minnesota, Illinois, Iowa, Purdue, Nebraska, and Northwestern. Do any of those teams like tickle your brain? Like, oh yeah, dude, I think Iowa could make a run this year, man. Iowa scores like 5 points a game.
It's also thinking about it too, Alec. Reason why I like it a lot is because of the coach. Luke Fickell went from Cincinnati to Wisconsin, and he had a very successful career at Cincinnati, and he's working towards getting that Ohio State job because Ryan Day is about to get fucking gonzo after this year.
After he beats them to win the Big Ten.
I think Wisconsin legitimately should be playing in the West for like representing the Big Ten West, and literally at that point you have them at plus 950 on a money line, and then you could hedge all you want,
Yeah. Another team I like Oklahoma. Oklahoma, I mean, they played a shit team, but they put up a ton of points. Didn't let any in. I mean, Boomer Sooner, baby. I fuck with them.
Dude, we'll know a lot about Texas in such a short amount of time.
we will.
They play Alabama, and then you play the
Why
rest
has
of
nobody
the rivalry.
mentioned the Kansas Jayhawks?
Because their QB's hurt.
No, really?
Yeah. That's why I didn't take him this week. Because is it? I think it's what Jalen Daniels is.
Yeah.
Kansas. He
Yeah,
didn't
they got
play.
Daniels in there.
Well, it's Jalen and Jaden, but Jaden's the LSU guy that tried to jump over 700 people like an idiot. There's also I saw in Caesars they still have win totals. They're the only book that has it for college football midseason. Notre Dame's at 9. Love that. They play Ohio State, USC. Those are the only 2 tough games they have left, other than Duke, Clemson. But I think they should win those. So that'll put them at 10 if they just lose to Ohio State, USC. And hey, they could fucking beat those guys. Colorado up to 5.5 from 3.5. Hammer that under because this is just a one-off. Colorado ain't shit. All right. It's not gonna happen. Like they shocked the world. It was great, and they're due for regression. Mentioned him. Oklahoma 9.5. I'm taking that over, and their only game that they have against a ranked opponent is Texas. So all you got to even if they lose that, they should win 10 games. And then UNC over 8.5. ACC is a joke. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at for college this season. I'm not even going to bother with a Heisman pick because barring injury, it's going to be Caleb Williams, and it's just not. It's such a short price. It's not worth to put your money down at this point in time just to get like almost even money back on it. It's just not worth at all.
You know what's funny, Alec? I just went on FanDuel. They have win totals, and when I clicked on them, they only have one team's win total. And it's
Colorado. Yeah.
Only team to pick a win total for.
Because they want
people to hammer the over.
The over, and the funniest part is the over is plus money.
Yeah, they want people to fucking pick it.
Yeah.
But there's a reason they were 3.5. Like they have a tougher schedule. They're in the Pac-12, and we saw last week the Pac-12 is pretty fucking good. Well, yeah. I mean, with that wrapping up the college football preview segment, let's go to the NFL. Let's go to the men's league. Few things I like going into the season. A few things I don't like. Don't like the Patriots. Unfortunately, you sign Zeke Elliott, which just hurts any Ramondre fantasy owner because Zeke's going to score like 6 touchdowns on the goal line this year. And you didn't bring in a receiver. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
Juju is not a real receiver.
No, not Juju.
Keyshawn Booty.
Keyshawn Booty.
That guy sucks.
Who's your booty, Keyshawn Booty?
That guy sucks. Bring in D-Hop. Like, come on. What are you doing to me? They're gonna I need at this point. I need them to trade for Mike Evans because he's gonna be pissed off. But it's like they want Mac to be it, but they're not giving him any weapons to succeed. So he's just gonna look like shit. He's never gonna develop, and everybody's gonna want to get rid of him. Like I don't fucking get it. Give him anything. Don't give him Juju. God, it's a never-ending cycle.
We're gonna have a conversation in like a month, and Keyshawn Booty's gonna have like 5 touchdowns, like fucking
Picano,
go silly, and again another person coming out of my laboratory.
So if it's Picano's right season, I will be very happy. Like I am just expecting disappointment to be pleasantly surprised. I don't have it as a pick.
Connection.
Yeah, I don't have it as a pick, but I would take the under on their win total. I think it's like 7.5 though. It's a lower number that I'm not comfortable taking. Few other teams, the Giants. Giants are getting slept on again this year.
Thank you, Alex. Speak on it.
I won't speak on it. I'll let you speak on it later. I'll just run, Rams. I liked the Rams, but now Cooper Kupp's probably going to miss a month. So don't know how to feel about them anymore. Obviously, Cardinals, Houston, the Bucks, those teams all suck.
Yep. Everyone's in agreement on that. Those teams suck.
Yeah, those aren't hot takes though. And then
No.
another team, I think it's getting slept on. Another like bad QB but great coaching. Tennessee Titans. I think their win total is maybe 7.5, 8.5. It's under 500. Everybody's just assuming
DeAndre Hopkins.
They got D-Hop, which they've got Derrick Henry. They've got they've got Traylon Burks. I mean, Tannehill is Tannehill. We know what we have with him, but he can win them games. That's all he has to do. I think everybody's written off that division as the Jags division.
D-Hop could get 1,000 yards of one of us at quarterback.
Exactly. So I don't know.
Just throw it to him.
Teams I kind of fuck with this year. Lou, you wanna speak more about your Giants though? I'll as a team.
Oh yeah.
I'll just let you go. I'll let you go.
No, thank you. Yeah, like Alex said, just being slept on. Everybody left and right, just selling the Giants stock. For what reason? Better at receiver, better at linebacker. Still got a great head coach, great left tackle, Saquon Barkley, Darren Waller. Like better at corner.
The Peoples Jones.
The Peoples Jones. They have the real Peoples Jones. People say the schedule is harder, but then you're 2 weeks into the season. This guy's hurt, that guy's hurt, this guy's hurt, and it fucking, it could be for anything. Could be for the Giants too, but definitely being slept on, not being really considered at all by anybody. And then you got the Jets running around town, Hard Knocks, Aaron Rodgers, no O-line, the 85 Bears defense, like that one guy said. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, honestly. But you know what? The Giants like being under the radar, coming up week 1 at home with Picano's Cowboys, and I'm definitely excited.
Lou, I think we
I think they're going back to
guys.
I think they're going back to the playoffs. I think they're going back to the playoffs like 100%. 7.5 on the win total. That's over all day long.
I do think the Giants make the playoffs. As a Cowboys fan, I do think the Giants make the playoffs. And I hope you like that opinion, Lou.
No, I do.
Not a hot take.
And I think the Giants will beat the Cowboys week 1.
That's
like I always do.
False.
Like I always do. But you got to stick to your guns. It's going to happen eventually.
Yeah.
Darren Waller. Darren Waller's fresh. Darren Waller's ready. Who's covering Darren Waller?
Michael Parsons.
Chicken.
Michael Parsons is, well, first of all, I'll just say it right now. Michael Parsons, guaranteed Defensive Player of the Year. I'll guarantee that.
I would ride that all day. Yeah, I ride that all day long right now.
We can do that at the end. We can do that at the end.
I'm also going to say it now. This is the year. This is the year. I'm not saying it to blow smoke. I'm not saying it just to say it. This is the year. This is the year. And I'll tell you why this is the year. Dak has a fire up his ass with the whole Trey Lance situation. We have a good receiving core now. Brandon Cooks is pretty good.
Trey Lance is a Cowboy.
I fuck with Brandon Cooks.
Great trade.
Brandon Cooks is great. Great addition to the team. Offensive line is fully healthy. We actually have a fully healthy team right now.
Didn't you see Tyler Smith left practice?
Yeah, but he's fine.
Okay.
We're the best defense in the league. Best defense in the league, hands down. What was our problem? In the game versus San Francisco? I'm gonna pull it to you, Lewis.
Dak Prescott threw 2 interceptions. I'll kick it back to you, Picano.
Wrong. That's wrong.
Dak Prescott. That guy sucks.
The answer was kicking. We couldn't kick for shit.
Kicking.
No.
Yeah, it was kicking.
Brett Maher, the GOAT.
Now we have a kicker. That was the one piece we were missing.
Interception in the red zone.
Smash that Daniel Jones over. Dak Prescott over interception.
We have a full top to bottom team. Fat Mike is calling the plays. A little nervous, but last time he started calling plays, he won the Super Bowl with Tyler's new quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. I feel so confident in this team. Schedule realigns great. Week 1, week 2, New York. Sweep that. Sweep that. And then we have a pretty easy schedule going on. I do think the Eagles under is a great play strictly because of strength of schedule, very hard schedule. They had a lot of injuries last year. No injuries last year. That doesn't happen twice. And you just lost your OC and DC to head coaching jobs. Very, very hard to replace both I think the under's great. And hear me out. Hear me out. Cowboys sweep them both times. In Philly. In Dallas.
Cowboys sweep the Eagles?
Both times.
No.
They sweep
No,
them both times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweep them both times, baby.
Oh, that's great. Well, Picano, I hope the Cowboys are a good team. I think they will be as well, but
If we do make the Super Bowl, I will be there. I will
they
be in
won't.
Vegas.
So don't worry. They won't, so don't worry about it. But
I will be
let me see. I was gonna go here. One team that I like, one team that I don't like. One of them happens to be a team that Picano likes that I don't, and that's going to be the Carolina Panthers. Under 7.5
Jack 'em up.
maybe the easiest bet on the board in terms of regular season totals. I think they're a terrible team, honestly. Probably five. I think five wins, 6 wins. They'll be 1-8. The bet will be over. Falcons over 8.5. I think they could be like a 9-10 win team because they play in that shitty ass division with the Panthers. NFC is just weaker. Their schedule isn't too bad. I think they could beat the Saints at home. They could easily beat the Saints at home. Good run game, good defense. Could probably steal some games on the road because that stuff tends to travel well. So I believe they're at 8.5. I think them to make the playoffs is honestly a good bet too because you're getting plus money just like you are with the Giants. Another team that I like.
Wait, Lou, do you like the Bears?
Bears.
Not really. I got to see Justin Fields be able to like complete passes consistently, like down the field a little bit.
Well, who do you have winning that division?
Probably the Lions.
What's with the Lions train? I don't understand this whole fucking hype.
I don't know.
They're
They
probably
got an electric running back.
But what about the
Sam
Vikings?
Laporta.
Didn't they finish the year winning like 8 of 10?
Yeah, they're hot.
But what about the Vikings? The Vikings.
They have a great,
I like the
great
Vikings this
line, couple good weapons.
Vikings have no run game, no defense.
It's Caps.
They have
I'm so over the Vikings. I'm like, I honestly just.
Everybody's down on the
suck.
Vikings because they're due to regress from their whatever they went in 1-score games last year. That was insane, but like that division just got worse.
They won like 10 one-score games.
Yeah.
They got kind of better receiver. I mean, I don't know how good Addison's going to be, but
yeah, Thielen was regressing. I don't know. I like them to win the North. I think everybody's sleeping on the Vikings.
Just to rally off my last couple. I don't think this is like a hot take or anything. I think the Jags could potentially be like a 1 or 2 seed in the AFC because their division sucks. Great offense, Trevor Lawrence, Calvin Ridley, great coach. Think they could be a 1 or 2 seed, possibly make some noise in the playoffs. And I want to go under on the Seahawks just because, like, fuck Geno Smith.
He ain't right back, Lou.
It's not personal with Geno. I just never believed in him. He had one really good year in 12 years.
He ain't right
and
back.
I guess we'll see what happens. But I just I don't know. I just don't like the Seahawks, I guess. Maybe that's just bias. And I think the Bills win the AFC East. Not a hot take either, but I think they had a better statistically speaking, at least like total defense or whatever the stat is, they had a better defense than the Jets last year. And that was without Von Miller. I know he's missing the first 4 weeks, but their defense is just as good. Their offense is probably just as good. So I think them, the Jets, even Miami, 3 good teams, but I like the Bills to come out of the AFC East.
Lou, I hate to kill your party right here, but a thing with the Bills that I don't like personally is that they just lost their defensive coordinator, Leslie Frazier, who is the heart and soul of the defense, some may say.
Yeah, but McDermott's a defensive guy anyway. Their head coach is a defensive guy.
I just feel like the only reason why they have any sort of any sort of success on defense is DeMar Hamlin.
What?
I think he's just gonna go silly.
He's just not. He was not a good
player. I think he's just a pretty average, average player.
He just almost died.
I think he just died, came back to life. He's gonna turn into Palomalu.
Like it'd be a very NFL scripted thing to like have him pick off Rodgers on like the first play of the Monday night game.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like I could just see him first play of the game, just pick 6. Tamar Hamlin, he's back.
Jesus.
And next, for the next 2 months, we hear Stephen A. Smith going, "Do you think Tamar Hamlin's going to win the Defensive Player of the Year?" Him and Skip.
He's gonna win fucking comeback player, which is dumb.
Oh, he has that shit on lock. He doesn't even have to fucking play. He just has to dress.
By the way, like Bijan Offensive Rookie of the Year or Jahmyr Gibbs, and me and Tyler have talked about this. Garrett Wilson Offensive Player of the Year.
We're gonna get to that, Lou. Oh, you're spoiling.
Sorry, I spoiled.
But I don't mind.
I didn't know the rundown. I don't have my laptop.
I like Gibbs, but Bijan is like plus 250 right now. It's just not a value. I like. Why is Picano dying? And he's not even like audibly laughing. He's just dying by his fucking self. What did he do? Oh, there's Francisco Lindor. Let's go.
He hit a homer?
Yeah.
Wait, time out. I don't know how much time we have in this thing, but
we have a minute 40.
Bryce, if anyone didn't know, Bronny James jerseys on Nike.com are on sale.
You already said this at the beginning of the fucking pod.
And I'm a huge James family friend, and one of my buddies from work just cropped me into a great picture. Focus.
I can't see that for shit.
Yeah, no, we can't see it, but that sounds pretty funny.
Yeah, I'll send it in the group. You guys will get
it. The third brother, the fourth brother, or whatever.
Yeah, I'll send it in the group. It's actually pretty fucking funny. That's why I'm cracking up right now.
All right, Tyler. Do you have what do you feel in this NFL season?
Well, NFL, I don't think I have much to say.
Let's go Jets.
Yeah, like obviously the Jets.
Talk about your boys.
Jets, definitely hype about the Jets. I'm pulling up a graphic quickly that I think justifies all hype that the Jets are getting from fans and anyone really. And the graphic states, if I can find it.
I think you're covering your mic, Tyler.
Here's the graphic.
There you go.
Here's the graphic. All-time Jet seasons. All-time Jet quarterbacks in every season. They have combined for 0 NFL MVPs, 1 first-team All-Pro, 1 season of 30 or more passing touchdowns, and 1 season of 4,000 or more passing yards. Aaron Rodgers himself has 4 MVPs, 4 first-team All-Pros, 8 seasons of 30 or more passing yards, and 10 seasons of 4,000. Of passing touchdowns and 10 seasons of 4,000 or more passing yards. That graphic right there justifies every sort of hype that a Jet fan has. And nobody in this world, including you three, and especially Nick Mangia, can take it away. Does anyone want to disagree live?
Nobody can take away this.
I don't disagree why they are excited.
And what do you want to disagree with?
But I do think that it is like I get the excitement, but saying how like you can say like you're like I'm excited, but like if you're like no, we're going to the Super Bowl, it's like but I don't think you like I just don't think it is realistic. I think it's a small possibility that this year they're good enough that quickly to go to the Super Bowl, but I just don't think it's like I think maybe the year at like next year. That's just my opinion. I just don't think it's going to happen that quickly. But you've seen it in the past. Obviously, it has happened that quickly, so I think it happened. But that's just where my head's at with the Jets.
I'm not rooting for Jets fans solely because, like, my dad is a huge Jets. Like, my dad loves Aaron Rodgers, so I'm not going to root for the Jets. But for Tyler, for your happiness and for what you want, I'll root for your happiness.
It's very nice.
Yeah. Just like you root for my happiness with Colorado.
Always do. Always will.
Do you believe?
That's really all I want to say on teams specifically. Everyone else has kind of touched upon things. I don't think I've disagreed with anything. So that's why I'm not throwing anything out there. But I do have some picks for week 1 that I'm just going to throw out there right now.
Okay.
Jags -5. Chargers and the Dolphinos over.
Overs Club.
The Bears money line. They always win week 1, and then everyone's like, "Holy crap, is Justin Fields kind of good?" No, but I can guarantee there's going to be at least 2 Bears touchdowns week 1 that are over 55 yards, and it's just like it's a fact. They always
He
do
did one.
where Justin Fields runs for like a 67-yard touchdown, and then he's going to throw a screen pass to someone for like a 58-yard touchdown. It always happens, and it's so weird, but it's going to happen week 1. So Dub Bears week 1, and
Bears.
and Jets money line week, obviously. But that's it.
Damn.
That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave
Where did Le'Ubi go?
all the teams to you guys of what you've already said. I'm not going to mention anything else.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'll go into my picks for this week.
Wait. I want to do one more thing before we do picks.
Okay.
We'll do season picks. We'll go through. Picano, you can start because you were ready to go. MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and then if you've got like a Rookie of the Year take, Offensive Rookie of the Year is one thing. It's kind of murky on Defensive Rookie of the Year, but if you got something you feel strongly about, go for it.
Yeah. So my MVP is Lamar Jackson. The value right there is incredible, plus 1,600. With the weapons that he has, I think that he's a pure cut. I think he should be a pure cut favorite. I think the Ravens are going to be pretty good this year, so I'll say Lamar for that one. Rookie of the Year, it's probably going to be Bijan Robinson just because of he's going to get like 90% of a million carries, 99% of the touches. So if it's not Bijan, I would say Zay Flowers plus 1,600. Again, just value right there. You're shaking your head. No, you don't like that. No,
You're taking a Baltimore Ravens receiver as if it means anything.
Well, he's going to be like a Devo type guy. I can see him even being in the backfield, run the ball at some point. That's how quick he is. But Defensive Player of the Year, self-explanatory, said it already. Micah, he is the favorite. And then Offensive Player of the Year, I don't know how I really feel about this. Kind of looked at more value than anything. Tyreek Hill plus 2,000.
See, I looked at that. I don't mind it. It's just there's mouths on that offense, man, and I don't.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's more the fact that is Tua or whatever the quarterback situation is Tua healthy enough to give him the ball?
The Hawaiian headache.
And if he's not healthy enough to get him the ball, how is he getting the ball? It's just a matter of how he's getting the ball. I don't think it's a matter of like mouths over there. If you think about it, they have 2 sharks. The rest of them are all minnows. Think about it that way.
I guess. Tyler, you wanna do yours?
Yeah, well, mine is similar to. Well, I don't know. Obviously, we wrote a bet, which I think you're going to say what the bet is.
I'll say it right now. We did. I had it up. Fuck. All right. It was Garrett Wilson, Offensive Player of the Year at 2,500. Bijan for Rookie of the Year plus 300, and Micah, Defensive Player of the Year plus 250. Don't remember what it was to win, but it was to win a lot of money.
Was it not?
Yeah, it was a lot of money. So I was like, that's a good value. Obviously, because Garrett Wilson is
5.7 grand. Yeah, Garrett Wilson is whatever. But again, it has nothing to do with me being a Jet fan, other than the fact that like if you just watch the 2 preseason drives they've had together, he had 6 targets in 2 preseason drives and a touchdown. It's like he's going to get targeted 12 or more times, and he legitimately could have 8 to 10 catches a game, and it's that's enough to win you a Offensive Player of the Year if all goes well. I think it's really just the value, so that's what I'm riding with. I would argue and say lose riding with the same thing.
Who do you like for MVP though?
I don't even know. Honestly, I put no effort into looking at that. I'll say Joe Burrow.
Joe Shiesty. He's a second favorite plus 6. Well, at least on this side is plus 650. I don't know if these are updated odds though. I guess I'll do mine. I like, and I think Leui made a Leui's probably gonna say Mahomes because he loves his boy Mahomes. But another
I
guy that
will.
I know Lou
Oh,
likes.
Tyler, you're on the clock. Tyler, you're on the clock. Shit.
Oh
Your pick's
shit,
over.
dude! Yeah, I heard that in my ear. I was like, oh shit, I gotta turn that off.
What?
The draft noise.
Oh, yeah.
But I like Herbert this year. I think that offense is going to be really good with Picano's boy who scored too many points, which is why he got fired from Dallas. I think that offense is going to be really good. Plus 1100, he's the fourth favorite, but I like those odds for
He's
MVP.
a bum.
You're a bum.
He's a bum.
Again, I still like Garrett Wilson. He would be my pick for Offensive Player of the Year. It's great value. It's really just a toss-up between any of those guys. There's no real clear-cut favorite. It's the only award where everybody is plus 1,200 or greater. So it just all comes down to who has the greatest season. So I would like to bet on the sophomore jump for Garrett Wilson rather than a sophomore slump with a new quarterback. Yeah, give me that all day. Defensive Player of the Year. I like Micah. Micah's whatever. I kind of fuck with a little Max Crosby plus 2,000 value.
Not bad.
Why not? Chandler Jones might not play, apparently.
What is with that? What the fuck
I don't-
happened now?
Apparently the guy's just like bipolar or something. He keeps that was Michael Lombardi was saying on McAfee today. He just can't make up his mind on what he wants to do. Because he was buying them like sunglasses yesterday, and then today, or it was 2 days ago, he was buying them sunglasses. Yesterday, all of a sudden, he's like, "Oh, fuck with these guys." Weird. But yeah, that would be my picks. I also like Bijan, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year. That is Christian Gonzalez. Why not? Fucking
Why not
that
us?
defense
Why not
is
us?
always elite.
Why
Put him
not?
out
That's
there.
a great pick. That's a
I
great
know.
pick.
Lewy, what you got?
Offense Player of the Year. I would think I was one of the first. I think I said in the group chat
You were.
that Tyler would like it. Garrett Wilson. Turns out he's plus 2,500. I think that's great value. If the Jets are good, he's going to be a main reason why. Another guy I would like for Offense Player of the Year. This is pretty obvious. Saquon Barkley, about plus 3,500.
I'm gonna preface this real quick. My power cut out. So I don't know how much we have of like our previous chunk.
Dexter Lawrence is a dark horse Defensive Player of the Year candidate.
Okay.
Dexter Lawrence. That's where I was at.
Yeah, we may have lost some of our Player of the Year hype. It might all be. I don't know, but we're just gonna do our picks because that's what matters. For this week, I'm gonna go through mine real quick. College football, I went quantity over quality because I just I think I'm going off of what I've seen so far, and then in the NFL, I'm going more quality over quantity because we haven't seen anything yet. So, college football, Notre Dame, -7. They're back. Lock of the week is Nebraska with the Roulade, baby. I'm drinking the Roulade. Fuck Colorado. They're winning this week.
Wow.
Everybody and their mother is on Colorado this week.
You're just
Nebraska. Fade the public. Fade the
doing
public.
you're just doing it to get me riled up.
Fade the public. Fade them. They suck. Anyway. And then where was I? Sorry, I had to go make 2 picks in that draft, which just had to do. Next pick, Ole Miss -7. Another team I like this year. I love Ole Miss. I love their quarterback, Jackson Dart. Great QB name. They're just in the SEC, so I can't pick them to win anything because they're not. They're not. UMass +7.5 versus Miami of Ohio. They were electric week 1. They got shit on last week, but that's because their quarterback, who also has a great name, not even going to try and say it. His name's like they just call him like Fom. Great nickname. He got hurt against Auburn, War Eagle, and fucking that's Hugh Freeze down there. Yeah, War Eagle, baby. But Athletic, they got UMass and Miami, Ohio at 105, 106. And I think if the QB plays, which he might, they'll cover 7.5. Wake Forest -10. Love them. I think they're still slow meshing it up. So fuck with that. UNLV +36.5 because I don't trust Michigan. Fuck Michigan. Michigan sucks. Northwestern moneyline versus UTEP. UTEP fucking lost to Jacksonville State. So hammer in Northwestern. Bama -7. I like Milton. Milton looked good last week. He's going to be Hurts 2.0. like them to beat Texas by the 7.
Milrow, you fake
Milrow, close enough. Milton, Milrow, they're the same thing. Also plays for SEC schools, like it's the same. UCF -3. Don't even remember who they're playing, but I like them. They're UCF. They ball out. Oh, Boise State. Fuck Boise State sucks. App State UNC over 58 strictly because of last year where it was 63-61. Oklahoma -16.5. Talked about how I love Oklahoma this year. Oregon -6.5. Wisconsin -6.5. Georgia State -3 against someone that's bad. UConn, that's who it is. Georgia State -3. And Washington -34. Massive college football slate. That's I want to say like it's close to 15 games. So we made a lot of picks. NFL real quick, Titans +3 and the money line. I like them this week. Don't love the Saints this year. Don't love them. Falcons, Panthers over 39.5. Neither of those teams can play defense. Trusting on those two quarterbacks to figure it the fuck out. Washington -7. They've got the most tickets this week. I'm not fading the public here because the Cardinals suck. Denver -3, like them this year. Eagles -4. Patriots suck. And then I have a Minnesota, Baltimore, Washington, Seattle money line lay +220. So, those teams.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'll go through mine. I'll go through mine really quick. Of course, you got the Giants +3. They opened at 3.5. I'd probably buy the hook, get it to the half. So they lose by 3. You're good. Steelers +2.5. Home dog. Mike Tomlin as a dog. Unbelievable. Possibly no Nick Bosa. Who knows who's playing quarterback?
No,
I mean, Brock Purdy is, but like, can he survive? Who knows? Steelers defense is real. Also, like the other home dog in the same division, the Browns always seem to play Joe Burrow tough. I think they beat him a couple times in the past. I think they can beat him again. Let's see where else. Oh, yes, we love the Falcons -3.5 because the Panthers are terrible. Falcons could probably – I like that over because the Falcons could probably score 28 points themselves. So,
like a lot of faith in Desmond Ridder.
Not Desmond Ridder, everybody else.
Okay.
And I like the Bills. I like the Bills. You can go money line with the Bills. That'd probably be a close game. I like the Bills. Everything else. College. I was gonna do a nice little 3 for 3 for 3, which is 3 teams, all at home, all favored by 3 points. But I learned that my favorite Kansas Jayhawks. Hold on, I gotta get to the right schedule here.
He may be back.
Kansas -3 at home against Illinois. We're taking it either way because they're a machine. I was going to go Colorado, but I do know that everybody in the world is on Colorado.
And their mother.
Makes me scared. But we'll lay the 3. Who gives a shit? And then we'll go Virginia Tech -3 at home against Purdue. 3 games at noon, 3 home teams, all favored by 3 points. It's electric. And that's what I think you need for college football. You need electricity. You need close games to keep you interested, not Alabama -50. Who the fuck wants to bet that?
Sharks want to bet that.
But that's it.
Is that food sharks?
My picks college football wise for this week. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. Colorado -3.5. I'm also gonna take the money line. I'm also gonna take the over. Sweep it. Next game, Texas A&M, Miami. Home dogs, Miami is. I think A&M's fraudulent. I do like Miami +4.5. Next game, Notre Dame, NC State. I'm going Notre Dame -7.5. Might as well take the money line at this point because it's a touchdown favorite. Bang. Then Ole Miss Tulane. I love Tulane's quarterback, Michael Pratt. I was an idiot in our group chat, and I said Southern Miss to cover. They did not. Tulane just put on a fucking show. Tulane +7.5. Let's go. Last but not least, pretty fucking obvious pick here. I'm taking Texas money line. I said the +7 to be safe in the dock, but I'm going to change it to the money line because I feel that confident. I do not like Alabama this year. Jalen Milroe's fraudulent. Nick Saban's jealous of Dion. I like Texas. I like Texas. I
Also,
like Texas.
add Duke spread, whatever it is, to my guard.
Football school. I don't know if they play
Football
anybody
school.
that's like. I think they play like a shit team, so there's no.
They're
spread.
playing
There's no betting.
Lafayette.
Yeah, I don't think there's a. I don't think you can bet on that game.
It's like an FCS, not even FBS.
Unfortunate. Surprise! It really is the Picano is back tour when he's taken like a plus 300 team instead of a minus 300 team on the money line.
And give me Bama too. Bama minus.
I don't know. Picano's back, baby. He's back.
I don't like that.
You gotta fade him. You gotta fade him eventually, and it's perfect. Texas will always disappoint.
They're never back. They're never back.
My NFL picks this week. Obviously, today we found out the news. Travis Kelce hyperextended his knee. Yeah, I like the Lions plus 6.5. I found out two things about that injury. My fantasy team's
6.5 anymore.
Lions plus 6.5. What is that at now?
It's at 5 now.
Okay, plus 5.5. Either way, I like it.
Just 5. You can buy the hook if
5?
you want, but
Niners Steelers. I saw a report this morning. Niners have a couple injuries. Kittle is one. And
fuck you, Lou. God damn it.
Somebody else.
I didn't think you were paying attention to that shit.
Somebody else is hurt. Maybe someone on the defense. I can't remember who it was now. Also, Purdy's coming off getting a hand job from Tommy John. So I don't feel confident in that. I love the Steelers this year, though. Kenny Pickett, top 5 MVP candidate, in my opinion.
Kenny Pickett?
Yeah. Voted as a captain his second year in the league.
Richardson's a captain.
Ben Roethlisberger was not a captain for the Steelers. But the thing is, it's different. Richardson's a captain for the Colts, not a historical team like the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger was not a captain until his 5th year in the league. Kenny Pickett, his 2nd year in the league. Give me the Steelers money line on this one. Steelers at home. I like that pick. Now to the game that me and Lou both, have our opinions on. I'm going to take the Cowboys money line, unbiased. We're just a better team. We don't lose at MetLife, especially we don't lose on Sunday nights. And then last but not least, Bills, Jets. I think I'm going to take the Jets money line.
I'm rocking with it. I stayed away
I'm
from those.
I'm taking the Jets money line, but I'm guaranteeing this. DeMar Hamlin will be picking off Aaron Rodgers and returning it to the house. And that is the He's Back tour. And it will be the story for football for 3 months. So that is my picks for the week. That is my picks for the week. Also, I will be tweeting. Colorado should just fucking have me as a hype man on the field. I will be tweeting throughout the game. I will be showing off Prime. I am Colorado. I will not eat corn this entire week because I hate Nebraska.
I love corn, though.
Hate Nebraska. Who's up next? I think Tyler, you're up.
Tyler, did you do picks? I don't think you did.
I did my picks as I spoke. I'm going to say one last thing before I log off for the day, and that's going to be baseball, because the last we heard, we were actually in the beginning of baseball season. We all gave our picks.
Oh, yeah.
Cy Young's MVPs. But speaking on teams, the Yankees ended up being an embarrassment of a team. From June to August 31st, they were arguably one of the worst teams in baseball. And now you can argue and say that they are the best team in baseball since September 1st, because they have yet to lose a game, including a 3-game sweep of the Houston Astros. First time they've ever done that in Houston since 2013. And they're currently winning right now to win 4 in a row.
Because they let the kids play.
They let the kids play. The Braves are just unbelievable. It doesn't I'm not even gonna give a World Series pick because it's gonna be the Braves, and that's kind of just a waste of time. I'm not even gonna give one. And then another thing, Angels and Mets, embarrassing franchises, and I still think they're not talked enough about of how pathetic they are. And I think they should be talked about every time they play games. It should be mentioned on how embarrassing they are.
But at least the Angels went for it.
And that's what makes them even more embarrassing. And the Mets are just...
I don't think it is. I think at least they tried.
Before we go, I just want to
say... The Mets sold. They did the right thing. They sold.
Before we sign off, I do want to say sorry to Lou, Tyler, and Alec for giving the Angels pick. Yes, I did really, really like it.
You don't have to apologize to me. I said right away I wasn't a part of it.
I was behind it.
I said right away I was not a part of it. Lastly, though, what I am going to say, I actually have our MVP and Cy Young picks in front of me.
Yes. We're kind of fire.
Lou went 0 for 4. AL MVP,
Not surprising.
AL Cy Young, Ohtani, NL Cy Young, Scherzer, NL MVP, Alonso. When you ride the Mets wave on your NL, you obviously were doomed. Alec, you're looking at a possible 1 for 4 here.
But I had Ohtani, and then I said, nah, fuck that value.
Yes, you went Devers MVP, L, Glasnow, Cy Young, definitely an L. NL MVP, Turner, sadly an L, even though he's
He'd be the MVP of August, September.
Yes, but your Cy Young of Zach Gallen is alive at the moment.
It is live, but I think Justin Steele is going to steal it.
Yes, most likely. Picano, literally not shocking at all. You had 4 of the worst picks I've ever seen.
Fucking, oh my God. We need to talk about that one fucking pick. Oh my God.
Shane McClanahan. Oh, timeout. Shane McClanahan looked great up until
the not the pick I was talking about, Picano.
Which one?
Syndergaard.
Yeah, obviously. The guy's been twice.
Okay. Everybody knows when you go to the Dodgers, you turn into an ace. That wasn't the case for him. He was a lost cause.
42. Alonso 42.
Let's go.
Who cares? Because he still won't win MVP, Alonso. But Picano, AL Cy Young, McClanahan, NL Cy Young, Syndergaard, NL MVP, Austin Riley, AL MVP. Similar to your Kenny Pickett MVP in football, your AL MVP, Adley Rutschman.
Oh, I didn't say Kenny Pickett for MVP. I said Kenny Pickett top 5 MVP.
Yeah, well, Adley's not a top 5 for MVP in the AL.
And then me,
so.
I have NL Cy Young, Arias, that never panned out at L. AL MVP, Alvarez L. NL MVP, Acuna W.
Potentially. It might be. I think Mookie's going to steal it.
No, he's not.
I think he is.
Did you not go on any? Did you not see anything that happened in the series against LA that just took place?
Yeah, Mookie hit homers.
Yeah, so he proved his dominance. He's going to win. And then I actually have AL Cy Young, Castillo. It's probably shot, but up until his last start, he was probably like top 3 or top 4. But
who's got it? Cole?
Yeah, Cole at the moment is through 4 2/3 innings scoreless. Make that 5 innings scoreless right now, and he's probably going to go out for a 6. So that's like 20 quality starts and like a 2.8 ERA. So it's probably his.
You think Jason Dominguez has any chance of winning the Rookie of the Year?
No.
Well,
he's
not eligible.
I wish we had done Rookie. Did we do Rookie of the Year? No, we didn't.
No, well,
Kodai Senga.
Could have, because I would have said Masataka Yoshida.
Kodak Sanga.
But
Kodai Sang.
Yeah,
Listen,
that's all I have to say.
There's only one MLB future you needed. I have the receipt, motherfucker. It's backwards and it won't focus, but it's a Red Sox over wins, and they just need like 6. They need 5 more or 6 more in 24 games, and they're not going to win it because they're gay. But I've got the receipts, motherfucker.
You're him.
You are him. You won't double it down on the Patriots under wins.
No, I won't, because it won't cash by then.
I know.
Need it to cash.
Then just
you guys gonna come up and gamble when that hits?
If you give me a free hundo.
Nah, I gotta take my family out to dinner with that money.
Whatever, man.
A little fancy dinner for the boys. But all right, I think that does it for us. This was a long, eventful, exciting first week back.
We're back, baby.
Excited for the NFL this week. Honestly, I'm a little bricked up thinking about games in 2 days.
Lou, you're going to the game, right?
You know I'll be there.
I just drove by. MetLife, it was looking good.
I'll FaceTime you on the way home.
They call it Jet Life now.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Giants gonna prove them wrong, though. Giants gonna prove them wrong.
Yeah,
Lou, I'll FaceTime you when you're on your way home. We'll talk about the game. How Dak Prescott threw for 500 yards. He'll look like Shador. Yeah, he'll look like Shador.
Shador.
Yeah,
200 in garbage time when they're down by 20.
Dak's gonna look like Shador, and CD gonna look like Trav.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Dylan Edwards is gonna look like Tony Powell, or Tony Powell will look like Dylan Edwards.
Who the fuck is Dylan Edwards?
The running back of Colorado. Get your fucking roster checked, dude.
Sorry that team's so terrible. All right. Adios.
Peace.
Yeah. Enjoy.